Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Golden
Ticket to Real Estate. All right, I'm Jordan. I live in Oregon.
And my name is Diane. I live in Florida.
And we are starting this podcast together because with all the craziness happening in the world right now and everything's virtual, we actually work for a virtual company.
Isn't that amazing? So the company is called eXp Realty. We've been working with eXp for over 2 years now. And not only we are staff and we live in different states, but we're also amazing friends.
Yes.
Which is pretty great.
It's pretty amazing. I'm also a licensed broker in Oregon as well, so we are very blessed.
So Jordan, what can you tell me about working with eXp Realty? What are your thoughts?
Oh, I love it. I have never looked back after I became a corporate staff member over 2 years ago. You started a little bit before me, right?
Yeah, like maybe a month. I started like June 2018.
Yeah. Oh, it's so great. The staff is amazing, obviously, since we're on it. It's so great. Like I love the leadership and the way that they treat their employees. Like everybody is on the same page there. It's pretty amazing.
Treat the employees. Did you know like we did win like best places to work for in Glassdoor for like 3 consecutive years?
I know.
2018 to 2020 is just amazing. And we work from home.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love the fact that while working with eXp, we see the best in both worlds, like staff, and I am going to be an agent soon, getting my license as well. Jordan already has her license. It's a year now, right?
Yes.
Yes. So we do see the best of both worlds. Like Jordan said, they have great benefits for staff, and we also see all the benefits towards the agents as well.
The way that they have healthcare, that's huge. Real estate company that offers healthcare to their agents, like that's amazing.
You know, they offer for staff, they offer for 401k, they offer stock options, a lot of different programs that they have within eXp, which is pretty amazing as well. Like they have the eXp Power Girls, they have the eXp Latino, even eXp Fitness, where staff and agents just motivate each other to just, get into exercising or dieting, which is pretty good. Remember when they did that challenge?
The exercise one or the eating one? Because I've done
the exercise one.
Yeah, that was so fun. I think my team won that one. Were we on the same team? I did. I won a yoga mat. I think I remember. Yeah, like we got points for we got points for different exercises, but meditation was like half the points. But it was fun. It was so much fun. But yeah, so I've been with eXp over 2 years. So when I clock off from my corporate job at eXp, I then am in real estate agent mode, and so nights and weekends I do that. So it's a fun balance. I'm in Oregon, of course, and kind of what I can bring to this podcast is that I am a wife and a mom of 4, and I have a really crazy busy life, and I could not maintain a full-time staff job and real estate license and my family if it wasn't for eXp, because of all the freedom that it gives. Like hands down, I couldn't do it. You know?
That's hard. That's really hard, honestly. Like I admire that. I am not married or anything, so
but you're getting your license, so that
I am getting my license, and I did move from Washington, so if it weren't for this job, I wouldn't have been able to just move and move to Florida.
Yeah.
So that was pretty awesome too, that you could work anywhere in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. We have so many staff members that that travel like for fun, and we could take our computer and work from like anywhere, and we've done it, and like Diane and I have visited each other, and we can work from anywhere, but we work together in a virtual world every day, and we talk to the agents that have hung their license at eXp. So it's
eXp, it reminds me a little bit of, if anyone, have you ever played Sims?
Yes, now
it's the best way to describe it. I'm like, oh, it's like a Sims. We have our little avatar. There's a world. We go, we click, we talk to the Sims. Like when we talk about it, like people are like, that sounds kind of odd. But when they actually see it, when we give them a guest pass, they're like, wow, this is the future.
Right.
And it is.
Well, yeah, I mean, during COVID, it didn't, in fact, eXp grew like exponentially because it didn't even phase us because we all do virtual. So yeah, there were a few events that were then virtual, but that's what we do all day, every day is in eXp world. So, I mean, it was not that difficult. Like everyone's like, okay, cool, we'll just do what we normally do then and have the exact same meetings, trainings, conferences. One of the sharks from Shark Tank came and spoke in our virtual world the other week. That was crazy.
Yeah, and we actually had our eXp Con in the world this time, in eXp World, which was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was so cool.
And Jordan, like we started 2 years ago, so I don't know if you remember, right? But we only were in the US, and then during these 2 years, they expanded to Canada, to UK,
India.
India, South Africa was recently, and Mexico and Portugal are next. That's like insane.
I know, it's growing so fast, and I mean it's gone for, I think, how many, it was like 7,000 agents with eXp.
When we started, how many agents were there? I remember we were like celebrating.
10, for sure. Yeah.
We were celebrating all and now we have how many? Like over 35,000.
Yeah, it's crazy and growing fast. So talk about like what your staff job is there. What you do.
So for over 2 years, I've been working as an agent transition professional. We basically work with onboarding. So an agent gets their license or they want to transfer brokerage. They submit their application with eXp, and I will take care of your onboarding. And we will review your ICA, we will set you up in a team if that's what you desire, and just making sure your onboarding goes as smooth as possible until you're active in the company. How about you, Jordan? Tell them, because I know you did change it.
Yeah, so of course I started, in the onboarding department when it was even called that, and the transitions team, and I loved that, but I get bored a little easily, so I've kind of bounced around learning about different departments, and right now where I'm at is the growth department. So I'm the essentially admin assistant to, and people watching this will know these names if they're familiar with the eXp staff, but Chris Bear and Sam Rodriguez. And so another crazy example is they live in other states as me, and I can be their admin, and I talk to them all day, every day, and it's so much fun. So it's in the growth department.
And I have a question for you. Before working in eXp Realty, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever think you were going to get your license?
Oh, no, I never thought I would. Well, I never thought that I'd even like have time or be able to actually do it on the side. Like having a full-time job is, that's pretty time consuming, right? And I just never thought I would find that balance. And I knew for sure I would never just quit a job and just start real estate without knowing anything about it. So the way that this company has allowed me to merge those two things in my life successfully is like, it's crazy. Yeah, I never thought. How about you?
And your husband also got a license too, so you're our domestic team.
Yeah, so now we're a domestic team. I'm excited for a future podcast where we can talk about the team structures.
Yes.
There's several team structures, but yeah, we're a domestic team and it's so much fun. He just got his license a few months ago and he's already busy.
Well, for me, Well, honestly, I got my BA in management. I did not see real estate in my mind. I did not even know about real estate until I started working with eXp Realty, and just working in the back end, like getting these staff onboarded and just hearing them speak. You know, they're very motivational speakers, leaders, like you mentioned. It excites me, and I just said, why not? Like, they're doing it. We know all the information of eXp. We work in the back end. Like, this is our daily job. So why can't we be as successful as them and be staff and agent with eXp? And I thought it's a win-win, the best of both worlds. So why not give it a shot, especially in Florida?
Yeah.
And all the Latino agents, I'm Puerto Rican, so
yeah, got
some Latinos.
Exactly. Yeah, there's been so many times I've been helping an agent at the virtual tables that I sat at, you know, and I called Diane down, like, come on, like, I need your bilingual skills here. It's pretty cool. And she doesn't have to leave her chair, and she still comes to my table to help me.
Like, okay, and then my little avatar will go to her table and be like, hola, ¿que necesitas ayuda?
Yeah.
Estoy para ayudarle con cualquier cosita, you know?
Yeah, well, I don't know, because I can't. You gotta teach me,
girl. They know.
I know, it's pretty cool, like how much we can accomplish in our virtual world. It's so cool. And yeah, I just love that. I mean, the other day I met this agent from Arizona, and we had such a great conversation in the growth department, and it was in Arizona, and it was just, it just blows my mind, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, even like me speaking like with my coworkers and staff, right? I'm like, hey, like, you're in Colorado, like, what happened there? Or how's the weather in Texas? It's just so interesting,
it's
you know?
Crazy. Yeah, like it literally blows my mind, like every day, like working so closely and feeling so closely connected. It's not like the eXp world really helps it feel like you're truly sitting in the room with that person. And yeah.
And you know what I love? Like, I've heard like the real estate business is very like aggressive and attacking, and no one wants to help each other, and it's just like selfishness between them. But with eXp Realty, since we're all virtual in this virtual world, like you have avatars coming in the eXp world from Texas, Colorado, UK, everywhere.
And they help each other. The agents that are icon agents, which we can talk about that in another podcast, they literally like hold trainings in the world so you can learn from them. And they're like all over the United States, and other agents can learn. Like, you can't do that if you're like here in Oregon, like a brick and mortar. If you're sitting in there, you can listen to, maybe pull up YouTube or watch some podcasts, but that's the only way you're going to hear something other than outside your walls. And it's literally unlimited for the agents at work.
Exactly. Yeah, we have the site eXp Cloud, where you can see all the classes that eXp has to offer within the eXp world, the virtual world. And like you say you have kids and whatnot, so you're always busy and you can't physically be somewhere. But with the world, you just have your computer, there's Wi-Fi everywhere. So you just get connected, go to the auditorium or wherever the class is at, and just listen. And educate yourself.
There's been so many times where I'll have the training going, I'm listening, I might be making a sandwich for one of the kids. Like, I have to multitask like that. Like, that's my life. I could not, if I had a brick and mortar where I had to drive there every Tuesday between 1 and 2 o'clock for my meeting, like, that would be so hard to sustain, you know, with how multifaceted my life is right now. So it's like a dream come true.
Sometimes I'm just working, I'm like, oh, this class is starting now, let me just work in the background and listen to that.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to be typing up a report or auditing something, you might as well be learning something, listening to a freaking icon agent talk, or learning about one of those systems. It's so cool. It's pretty awesome. And I love, like, all of our managers, bosses, leaders. Like, I've learned so much from the leadership there, their positivity, and like how much they care about their families and each other and us. Like, I feel like all of them genuinely care about like you and me. You know, that's like a crazy feeling. I've legitimately never felt valued at a company before, so it's huge to me.
I feel that vibe a lot. And like you said, they're very motivating. Like what motivated me the most was attending, like working for the eXp sprint. Girl, like hearing all these agents talk, and it just blew my mind. It gave me goosebumps. I kind of cried, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh.
Frederick did his speech. Oh, it was mind-blowing. That's why when I left, I'm like, we have to do something. eXp has to get out there. People need to know.
Right. I'm still mad though that you FaceTimed me with all of the president of the company, the VPs. Gene Frederick was chilling there, and I'm in my pajamas, did not know. I thought you were calling me from your hotel room. I was like, oh, hi, nice to meet you all. Looking like the Grim Reaper over here.
They loved it though. They're super nice. I thought I was gonna be a little bit intimidated because like I'm here and they're like here, but they were all so nice and they taught me so much in the eXp sprint. I hope you get to go next. I'm so excited for live events, and I know they have to keep them really tiny right now, just like, you know, because of social distancing, but yeah, but I can't wait. At least now we get to meet and talk and Zoom and talk in the world until that can happen again, but so excited. You know, when we met, like we talked to each other every day, right?
Yeah.
So we met, like I thought like I already knew you, even though we hadn't really physically seen each other. So we met in Washington.
Yeah, in Washington, like, and like we went to the market, right? Pike.
We went to the Pike Market.
Yeah, like, and then I came and visited you in Florida, and
we got matching tattoos.
Oh yeah, I'll show mine.
Oh,
here.
Wait.
There we go. Little crescent.
Hey, it's not a C. It's supposed to be a moon, you guys. Someone told me this is a C, and I'm like, yo, no, this is a moon.
Yeah, no, it's totally a moon. Those people are, they don't know. But wait, the tattoo artist gave us some of his birthday cake. It was like a great memory. I never had red velvet cake.
Right.
So,
and then I knew the other person.
Yeah, you and the tattoo artist like knew the same guy that lived in another state.
In Puerto Rico.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. What in the world?
The owner of that tattoo knew the owner of one in Puerto Rico where I did my nose piercing, which I don't have.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, such a small world.
I mean, we were meant to get those tattoos. Clearly, we were meant to be there. Mostly for the cake. But it was cool that you had a mutual friend. What are some topics we're going to cover in the future? We've talked about it a little bit.
We're going to obviously talk about teens because that's a great topic.
Huge advantage. Yeah.
We're also going to talk about, let's say,
like the business model.
Of
fees, all, you know, cap, what, you know, all that. We could talk about, what was it? Oh, I talked about Icon Agent, which that's like pretty amazing. We should get Tatiana on here to talk about that.
You know what's the best
started in that department?
This is our first podcast, and I feel like we already have staff and agents that kind of want to be part of our podcast.
Yeah. It's good. This is just the intro.
We just know so many people already, like being 2 years, we know a lot of staff that are also licensed, and we know a lot of amazing agents.
Yeah.
You know, icon agents and just amazing people that just want to be in our podcast.
I know, yeah. I'm so excited. We're going to have sometimes it'll be just us talking about, you know, the business model or whatever. But we definitely will get some people on this, you know, to be a guest. and there's already people that will do it. So you guys, I'm excited. I had not even heard of course, granted, I wasn't an agent yet, but I hadn't even heard of eXp Realty. I thought it was fake. When I, like if it wasn't the Oregon designated managing broker that suggested I apply, I would never have. I was like, that's too good to be true. If it's too good to be true, it's not real. Like, we all know that.
Say, when they call me for the job, say.
Like, it's been over 2 years, and it's not, and it's like starting, it's pretty, there's some controversial things online. It's getting a lot of buzz, and that's just like why we wanted to do this podcast. Like, not only is she almost licensed, and am I licensed practicing real estate in Oregon, but we're staff members. Like, we are the ones that help and talk to agents all over the United States. Like, little inside scoop. We're like, no.
People just talk without even knowing or seeing this virtual amazing world.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't hate because you ain't an agent with us.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like, and when I'm reading online, which is like what I do all day just to keep up with everything, it's really true that those that are bashing, they have never really gotten all the information. And like, we're the ones that are working every day alongside, Glenn and everybody that created this, and like, we know they are like loving, they're so smart, they're so caring, and the rest of the staff is too. And like, this company is like hands down like amazing. And the numbers and the business model, like, it's not just about the warm fuzzies. It's like convenience. It's about the numbers. That numbers don't lie.
Collaboration.
Yeah.
And
how it's growing so fast. There's a reason for that. So
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, people who know.
Yeah.
And that's why we're expanding. We're in India, Mexico, Portugal. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Glenn, he is.
Remember when we met him at the Christmas party?
I was so nervous.
I just was like, well, and I was just like, thank you for my job. And then I didn't know what else to say. And he's like, you're welcome.
So like right now, if you see him, you would be more social.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Like, that was amazing. Fun. That Christmas party was so fun. But if you're seeing this, if you're watching this, you can message us ideas for topics or things you want to cover, things about, questions. If you've heard something.
If you're a newly licensed agent, we could talk about the mentor program that they offer as well. Yeah. If you live in any state, we can easily, if you're thinking of getting licensed, if you already are, we can connect you with who you need to talk to for that process. Like, that's literally what we do, like, all day. So you can definitely reach out, and whether it's giving us, a topic or asking a question that we can cover, or just have a question in general. Or they're like, hey, I'm interested in this virtual world. Let me check it out.
We can do a guest pass.
Do a guest pass. You guys can go in, download the eXp download world link.
Yeah.
And we'll send you a guest pass, and you get
we would meet you in there. Like, you get to drive the avatar. It's so fun.
Right? You get to see our different departments, classes, just for 2 weeks guest pass. It's pretty amazing.
Yep, exactly.
And if that doesn't convince you, I don't know what will.
It'll come. It will. Of course it would.
I
know. All right. So I'm excited to start planning our next topic. We'll see if somebody else gives us the idea, but otherwise we have some really good starts and some guests lined up. So I'm excited.
I guess we'll see you guys next time.